In this video, we explain the file reader block in more detail. In previous videos, we introduced the file source and file writer blocks. This video highlights the difference between a file source and a file reader block when replaying captured IQ or spectrum information. In this mission, the data being captured is spectrum information, because recording takes place after the IQ power spectrum block. If recording were done before that block, the result would be raw IQ data, which can only be replayed in a file source block. There is another important difference between file source and file reader. The file source relies on the PC's RAM. The maximum file size that can be replayed in the file source is limited by the available RAM. This allows very fast replay when needed, but the playtime is restricted by memory size. The file reader uses the hard drive instead, so replay time is effectively unlimited when playing from the file reader. To demonstrate the differences, first capture a file. In the Spectran V6 Eco block, click the Run button. File Writer 2 is set to auto start and begins recording the output from the IQ Power Spectrum block. After enough data has been recorded, click Stop in the File Writer 2 block. Open the directory where these files are stored and inspect the recordings. Multiple files are present because a new file is started automatically whenever the file size reaches about 1 GB. Now load one of these files into File Source 2. In the File Source 2 block, click the Open File button, the folder icon. In the File dialog, select the 732 MB file and click Open. This file is now loaded into the PC's RAM through the File Source block. Next, load the same file into File Reader 2. In the File Reader 2 block, click the Open File button, again the folder icon. Select the same 732 MB file and click Open. Both File Source 2 and File Reader 2 are set to loop so they can replay continuously into the Spectrum block. Start by streaming from the file source. In File Source 2, click Play. On the Spectrum display, observe the green clear write trace and the red max hold trace generated from this recorded data. For this exercise, the same file will now be streamed from the file reader into the same Spectrum block. In File Source 2, click Pause to stop it streaming. Then add 2 more traces to the Spectrum block. Open the Traces dropdown, choose Add Clear Write To, then open the dropdown again and choose Add Maximum Hold To. At first, these new traces share the same colors as the original ones, which makes them hard to distinguish. Change the color of Clear Write 2 to blue. Change the color of Max Hold 2 to white. Now start streaming from File Reader 2. Click Play in the File Reader 2 block. On the Spectrum display, the blue and white traces gradually build up. It may be a little difficult to see the blue clear write trace, but it is present. The key observation is that the red max hold trace from the file source and the white max hold 2 trace from the file reader become identical, because both are based on the same recorded file. It is also possible to stream from both blocks at the same time. Click Play in File Source 2 while File Reader 2 is already running. Both File Source and File Reader now stream continuously, in loop mode, into the same Spectrum block. Note that in this demonstration they are not time-aligned. Time alignment of file sources is covered in a separate video. To recap, the file source plays files from the PC's RAM, enabling fast replay but limited by RAM size, while the file reader plays from the hard drive, offering virtually unlimited playtime. For more information, check out our other videos on our YouTube page or visit erroniausa.com. And if you have ideas for other videos you'd like to see, leave us a comment below.